What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Riding Home with Dan. How's everybody doing on this Monday morning? Hope everybody had a great weekend. I know I did. Even though I had to work Friday, that's okay. I didn't mind coming into work. I helped myself out, helped out IWS. And Saturday, went down to the yard. Washed the truck. Well, I washed the truck on Friday. I went down to the yard Saturday to clean out the inside, the cab, overall the dashboard and all that good stuff. And I bought some new chrome nut covers for the outside. I also bought a new stand for the tablet. It's a lot neater than what they had mounted in here. The one that mounted in here was a cradle, okay? It was supposed to charge the tablet when you sit it in the cradle, but it never did. So I asked if I could take it out and buy one, so I bought one on Amazon for $15. I put that in, and I also put a new, I got to install it today. It's a sprayer for there's an air hose coming off the driver's seat that I can use to spray, to air clean the dashboard, the floor, and all that good stuff. So I got to install that today. So yeah, a lot of new stuff going on. And I got some more chrome lug nut covers ordered. They should be coming today sometime. We also got a new driver on the front loader. He's new to our yard. He came up from Jersey City. Name is David. He's going to be running. Remember the Greeks route? He used to do Milford and that whole area. He's going to be doing that route. So it's a pretty big route, a lot of apartments. It's a good sized route on a Monday. So he's going to be doing that. And he started last week. He was riding along with one of our drivers just to get the feel of the route, to know where the stops were and everything. So he was doing that last week. And he had, like I said, he has the experience. So now he's just going to go out there and start doing that route. So I wish him luck. I know he's going to do well. I was talking to him, Friday. He was at the yard Friday. His new truck is going to be, what's going on, everybody? Dalton, what's going on, Dalton? How are you, man? How's everything doing? Good? So his new truck, well, it's not a new truck. It's going to be 6631. So he's going to be riding a 6631. I'm going to give him a lot of credit. After work on Friday, he stayed behind. Saturday, he stayed behind to clean out the truck. He totally took all the crap out of the cab, cleaned the dashboard, cleaned the floors, and everything like that. So I know he's going to take care of the truck. It's nice to see drivers that appreciate, their ride and they're going to take care of it. That goes a long way, you know what I mean? Because if the company sees that you take care of their equipment and you keep it nice and clean, you're going to end up getting a new truck one of these days, guaranteed. But I hope it works out for him. I know he's going to do good. I always try and dump half this can. The only thing I noticed with these new trucks, I could keep my can all the way up in the air, right? All the way up there and run the blade. But because of all the sensors on the new truck, I can't do that. I got to bring the can all the way down, then run the blade, and then bring it back up again. So it's a lot different than my older truck. That was actually the Mac. I could do that in the Mac. I don't think those sensors were working. So it was nice. I could just leave the can up there and then just tip it in when I run the blade. But on these new trucks, you cannot do that. You gotta bring it all the way down. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good 4th of July? I hope so. I did post a video last Friday evening, at the fireworks I was at in Norwood, New Jersey. They always have a great show. It's amazing how many people show up. The place was actually packed. Yeah, I've seen the movie Up. Is that with the kid and the grandpa? When they have all the balloons tied to their house and they float up in the sky? Yeah, I think I've seen it. Why? What's up? Don't tell me I remind you of the grandpa. Don't tell me that. I'm not that freaking old. Come on, Joanne. No, I don't. Come on. No way do I look like him. No way. Come on. He's an old, grumpy old man. I'm not an old, grumpy old man. How could you say that? But it was a funny movie, though. I liked it. It was a good movie. I liked it. So what's going on with you, Joanne? What is going on? How's everything good? Hope you're having a good Monday. Back at it. Back at work. Right now, I got to fill out my paperwork because I got to go back right now and dump out my second loan. Wow. Amazing. All right, 7:40. You are getting Dana Boldo. Yo, when we going to do a podcast together, man? We always talk about it, but we never get it done. I was watching you, listening to you this morning, bro. I was going to take care of that guy for you, man. I was going to fuck him up. I was going to take care of your light work. Yeah, man, we need to sit down and do a podcast. I don't care what we talk about, man. I talk about everything and anything, bro. Don't matter to me. I gotta write down, what time is it? Shit, 11:36. 11:35 already? Damn. All right, I gotta head back with my second load, come back out with my third load. Yeah, I don't care, man. Let's do a podcast, man. Let's talk about whatever. I don't give a shit. Don't bother me. Talk about garbage. Talk about politics. Talk about whatever the hell you want. So, yeah, right now I'm in Norwood. I just got out of Old Japan. I was just over in York part of the country, Old Japan. And I'm in Norwood right now, just through on that one Pinto stop. You know that we bought our Pinto, right? Bought our Pinto, Moranchi, find out a whole bunch of friggin' people, dude. It's amazing how big this company is getting. Let me just mark this off. How many stops did I do? Tuesday, Jerry's Place. All right. Yeah, we got to get together sometime, man. I appreciate the shout out this morning on your channel, bro. That was pretty cool of you. Thank you very much, man. I do appreciate it. I heard you say that you were running errands for the union, and then you were going to go to work right after that. Yeah, I actually did. You're absolutely right. Yeah, you got that right. Oh, yeah. No issues there. All right, third load. Third load Monday. Yeah, David, I think that'd be pretty cool, man, being on a podcast. I was actually never on a podcast before. So I'd like to actually try that with somebody that knows what they're doing, like yourself. So, you know, like I said, talk about garbage, whatever you want to talk about, garbage trucks, the industry. I don't care. Dave, Boldo, I don't know if you know it or not, but Scotty's actually back to work, man. Scotty's back to work, and I remember Henry the Beard. Yeah, he finally retired, man. He's cutting horns. He's walking his lawnmower through the town of Cresco, cutting horns. That's what he's doing. Henry finally retired. That guy was in his business a long time. He was with Ippolito, DeReese, Mealy, I.W. West. He was with everybody, man. Yeah, before it looked like it was on a downpour. Now we got blue skies. This weather's crazy, man. But they said there's a chance we might get heavy rain later on this evening, so let's see what happens. Yeah, I don't care. Let it rain. As long as I'm done and finished at home, I don't care. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Yeah, I know you guys love my singing. Any requests? I could sing anything you want me to sing. Something else with John, if you would like. Seems to me you live your life like a candle in the wind, never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. And I would have liked to know you, but I was just a kid. Your candle burned out long before, and I just never did. Thank you very much. Stop. You don't like my singing? It's a little bit of Elton John there for you guys. You didn't like it? You didn't like the sound? I thought it sounded pretty good. Every time I sing to myself, I usually sound pretty good. I never get any complaints. Without you, baby, what good am I? What good am I? A little bit of Elvis there for you guys. I'm trying to keep it going. Trying to keep you guys, sing along with me. And the other is, any requests. Got Elvis there, Elton John. Oh, Frank Sinatra. Oh, wow, that's a tough one. Yeah, I had to go there with the old Frank Sinatra. Frank, sorry, I don't know any Frank Sinatras. Wish I did, but I don't. Alright, let me turn the camera around so you guys can see what the hell I'm seeing. There we go. Alright, it's time to go back. Drop this load of garbage off and come back out and get it done. There is the mini packer. Manny's little mini packer. It's the mini garbage truck. All right, let's pull on the scale. Do it for America. Oh, can you see by the dawn's early light? How about that? How'd that sound? That sound good? You know, keep going. I'll keep going, man. You know what I mean? I could sing all day. Might not be good, but I could sing all day. Boy, you want more? You want more? You liking it, huh? You digging the singing, huh? All right, we got 16 tons on here. Wow. 1145. 16 tons, baby. William Daddy, what's going on, man? How was your weekend, brother? I did post up some videos over the weekend. I worked Friday, I think you know that. And after that, I cleaned out the body of the truck, washed the truck, went home, got ready, went out and saw the fireworks. I did do a video on that. And actually, I was live for that. And then Saturday, I came down to the yard to clean out the truck, put a coat of wax on the cab, clean out the inside, to, you know, my usual shit. Always trying to do something, man, you know what I'm saying? If it's not clean, it's not green, my friend. 1570. Thank God for AC, man. It's hot as hell out of here. Right now, I'm looking at 97 degrees right now, 97 at 11:55 a.m. Yeah, William Downey, I'm always having a good day, brother. No sense in complaining. You know why? Nobody listens, man. Nobody gives a shit. No, I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing real good, man. I got no complaints at all, my friend. No complaints. There goes one of our trucks back into the yard. I'll be going in to dump out. Alright, we have one more load on our last load right now. I came in a little bit earlier this morning. I was here about 2:30 just to get a jump on it because I know a lot of the restaurants are heavy after this long weekend that we had. Yeah, so my new goal is trying to get to, and I don't know if maybe you guys can help me out. I'm trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. I just hit 2,700, so I got a ways to go. 2,700. I need 300 more subscribers to subscribe to the channel. What's up, Frank? How you doing, buddy? Welcome back to the channel, man. Another hot one here in New Jersey, like I just said, 95 degrees right now, 95. So yeah, I know I've only been on here 2 years on YouTube. And I know it takes time, but you know, some channels blow up right away. Thousands of subscribers. My channel, not so much. So after 2 years, I'm struggling to get to 3,000 subscribers, whereas some channels, and you know what? It depends on the content that you're putting out there. You know what I mean? A lot of people love other people's content, what they're doing, how they're showing it, what's it about. Mine, basically, it's about garbage, right? Bottom line, right? It's about garbage. Garbage trucks, front-loader trucks, roll-off trucks, tractor-trailer trucks. And I know a lot of kids love the big trucks and all that. But, you know, most of the adults are really not into that kind of stuff. So maybe that's why I'm having a hard time getting subscribers to subscribe to the channel because of maybe that reason. But anyway, it's not going to be a deterrent. I'm just going to keep at it and see how it goes and just keep working at it. And you know, if you guys wanted to and you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be absolutely awesome for me. That would help me out a lot. But like I said, you know, my channel is not one of them channels that's going to blow up right away. It's slow getting there. Yeah, after 2 years, 3 months, I'm only at 2,700. So, hey, we'll see what happens, right, guys? Take it one day at a time. One day at a time, sweet Jesus. Yeah, they never touch the air conditioning unit out. It's still in. They never took it out. No, I know they didn't. I asked them to. And I reported it. They never took it out. They're not going to either. You know why? Because some people actually don't give a shit about what they throw in the garbage. And it's funny enough, you know, the biggest cause of fires in a garbage truck are batteries. Are the number one culprit. Batteries. Number 2, barbecues. You know why barbecues? Because people don't think about the clicker. That little clicker that ignites the gas on your barbecue. Okay? They never disconnect it, they never take it out. So what happened was, the one day, I was dumping an egg on it. And, of course, you know, you're not going to take time to look at every damn dumpster to see what's in there. But some joker we found out later on put a barbecue in the garbage, in the dumpster. So, after I dumped it, not realizing that it was in there, you know, but packing the load, squishing the load, whatever you want to call it, the igniter actually kept clicking and making a spark. So what do you think happened, right? The whole thing went up. It started a fire in the back of the truck. I smelled something burning right away, stopped the truck, ran back here, and see what the hell was going on. And sure enough, there are flames coming out the top door. So now I'm in a panic. Now I'm telling myself, listen, you gotta calm down, you gotta make a plan, you gotta make it quick. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna dump the load right now where I'm at? I was riding closer, thank God. Or am I gonna make it back to the yard? Now the first thing you do when you have a fire in especially a front loader or a garbage truck, you push the blade all the way to the back. Push it all the way to the back to conceal the load, to keep it in one place, okay? Less air it gets you with the better. Close the roof door, close the top door. Less air, the better. So, Now I'm like, my heart is pounding. Flames coming out the roof. I'm like, oh my God. So I said, you know what? Keep calm. You're doing the right thing. As I was driving, I called my dispatcher, told him I'm coming in hot. That's a code for I got a fire burning. So he went down bottom automatically, jumped on the fire hose. We gotta have by law a fire hose next to the transfer station. So he jumped on the fire hose, was ready and waiting. Came right into the yard like a bat out of hell. Flames still coming out the roof, and they told me to D it. That means dump it right now. So didn't even make it into the transfer station, dumped it right in the ground. They spread out the load, and what was smoldering was actually the barbecue. And that's how they put it together and found out, yeah, it was the barbecue and the clicker that caused the fire in the back of the truck. Can you believe it? So, yeah, battery is number one. Barbecues and appliances because of the gases, okay? The other thing you should not put in the garbage are your barbecue propane tanks. Another stupid idea. You should never, ever put them in the garbage. Because you know what? If there's propane in there, and they're not open, they're not drained properly, you know what's going to happen? That tank's going to explode inside of my truck, and then what? That explosion could lead to something worse, like a fire, or ignite something else that's in the truck. But people don't think about that. They're like, just throw it in the garbage, it'll be all right. You can't do that shit. You gotta think about what you're doing today, man. You know, it's not like the olden days. The other thing is, no tires. You cannot take tires. Tires do not disintegrate over time at a landfill, okay? Tire is a tire, it's rubber. It's not gonna break down. Do not put tires in the garbage. So far we got tires, barbecues, white goods, meaning refrigerators, air conditioners, and that kind of stuff. And also the number one culprit, batteries. Do not put batteries in the garbage. I don't care what size battery it is, do not put them in the garbage. I'll give you another instance. I've been in this business my whole life. You guys know it, right? What's going on, everybody? How are you, Brandon? Brandon! The Mets beat the Yankees, dude. How you like that? 12-6, brother. But like I said, the other fire that happened in my truck, and like I said, you cannot stop at every stop and look in the container to see what's in it. You'll never get it. So, the other fire, I dumped the can, right? And I'm going along. It took a little while, a couple of stops. 3 or 4 stops later, I started smelling burnt. And you know, you'll never forget that smell when you experienced it for the first time. You'll never forget that. You'll never forget what it smells like. So I'm like, oh, fuck, not again. I looked behind me, yep. Looked in the hopper camera, yep. Flames and smoke. First I thought it was, you know, like construction dust. But no. Flames and smoke. Again. Called my supervisor, told him, listen, coming in hot. Meet me at the Norwood Fire Department. That's where I'm next to. That's where I'm going to be. So meet me there. So I was going only 5 minutes away from the fire department. I called my supervisor, like I said, listen, I'm going to be at the Norwood Fire Department. At that time, I had my Mac. I raised the body up in the air. The fire was starting in the body, so I pushed all the garbage to the back before I even got there. And after we got done, we found that it was batteries in the garbage. Yeah. Actually, a car battery that started this whole fire. So that's why I'm saying, guys, when you throw shit in the garbage, think about the man that's picking up the garbage, okay? Think about him and what he's got to go through when it goes on fire, okay? You got to think about that. The other big thing I see lately are people putting waste oil from restaurants in a dumpster, and what a freaking mess that makes. Oh my God, it's a mess. A freaking disaster. Yeah, that's something new that they're doing now. I don't know why in the hell you would put waste oil in the garbage when that's supposed to be a totally separate pickup. Well, like I said, you know, it's people, man. People don't care. They just don't give a crap. So there's always something that you gotta look out for when you're in the garbage business. You gotta watch everything. You gotta keep an eye on what's going on behind you. Did that, did impact. And now I just got industrial rivet. But you know what they should put on every dumpster or a list of items that should not go in the dumpster, really. Because, you know, but then again, you know, even then people won't pay attention to it. They don't give a shit. One more stop on this side of town. There's a brand new Dodge Durango. I always liked the Durango. My wife's got a Durango. Beautiful car. right side of my truck. I gotta take off. I'll be right back, Brandon. Let me go take that off, buddy. damn plastic hanging off the truck. Started damn fire. Just what we were talking about, right? All right. Woo. Tell you what, it's hot outside, guys. It is hot. I was only out there for a few minutes. Woo! Thank God for air conditioning, bro. Thank God I finally got it fixed. Thanks to my mechanics. A little bit of Gatorade, a little bit. And it's hot. We might get a little bit more rain. Anybody's here, man. No. I run the last leg of my route. So. Roads in Jersey are terrible, man. That's how you mess up your back. Just move this out of the way, put it on the side so I can get the my can. Okay, that's done. Now we gotta do J and Y. Looks like we might be getting a little more rain later on today. What's going on, brother? You know how it is. It's Monday. Back at it Monday, buddy. I'm working my third load number 3. Yeah, and who said it was going to be light after a holiday? Yeah, wrong. I don't think so. So, yeah, the first load was 17. The second load was 14.5. So, I don't know. Last load, maybe 8-9 tons, something like that. Maybe more, I don't know. All depends. Depends on how heavy the last leg of the route is going to be. I started about 2:30 this morning. I figured it was going to be heavy. And as you know, I worked the 4th of July. I worked in the morning. Worked 7 hours. And then I went home. No, then I cleaned out the truck. Cleaned out the body. Then I actually power washed the truck. Went home. Showered. And got ready to go watch the fireworks. I don't know if you saw that video I posted of the fireworks Friday night. I don't know if you saw that, but I did post the video. Actually, I went live on the fireworks Friday night, which was pretty cool. And then Saturday, I went back down to the yard. I actually put a coat of wax on the cab, cleaned out the interior of the cab with my Meguiar's, and you know, cleaned the rims, polished it up real good. So the next time I go get tires, which will be this coming Thursday, I want to talk to the guy about getting one new rim. Because it's dull. I'm polishing it and it's not coming back to the shine, so I gotta see if I can get one more new aluminum rim to match. What happened was all my rims are original from day one, okay? So something that happened that I got a flat tire, they sent out my rim to put a tire on it, and I ended up getting the wrong rim back. So I got one oddball rim that I really want to exchange. So Thursday I'm going to ask the guy, how do we go about doing that, you know? Big blow-ups, man, they're friggin' huge. I want to get one of those for my son. Awesome. What's going on with you, Rocky Hill? How you doing? How was your weekend, man? You have a good time? Did you watch the fireworks? Did you go out anywhere? Crowded already. I'm gonna come back in a little while and get that restaurant. That restaurant's a pain in the ass if you get here late. near the American Legion. Let me knock that out. Do some other stops. I'll come back to that restaurant. going? How's everything? All right?
Alright, how you doing?
Good. Hot, man. Hot.
Yeah.
You got AC?
Yeah.
Mine took a shit last week. You got it fixed? Hey, have a great day, man. Yo, you're the best, man. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Woo! It's nice at that restaurant. They always give me a cold drink when it's hot out. Dustin, what's going on, my friend? Everything all right? I got this one, I got two in this building, and then I gotta go right across the street. I gotta check that out. Usually there's one or two. So let me just mark this off. We did 2 cans. Then we gotta go across the street like I said. Let's see what's over there. All right, let me get out and get this. I gotta pull it to the truck. It's in the alley. I will be right back. I'll mark down. I did, there's 2 in here that needs to be done. I did 216. I did Woo Reed. So let me see how many I got left to do. It's telling me I got 4 stops left to do, but I don't think that's right. Stop. 4 stops. I don't think so. But at 1 union, I did 1 union. Video Malleys, golf and more.
this one and one more. Plastic and shit. Yeah. Gotta tell you, it was heavy today, man. Even after a holiday, it was heavy. A lot of garbage out there. Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I got one more I gotta pull out. right, guys. Talk to you later on. Have a great day. Be good. Be careful. And be safe out there.